outside. There's a few gas stations there. So they arrested some guy. He's right there in the Knesset La'ir, and there's going to be 1 million people there, and he's a Hamasnik. So they arrested him yesterday. Baruch Hashem. Kilo el chafetz resha ata, lo yigur chara. Hashem, you're not a God who loves evil. And evil can't even dwell with you. Evil can't even be with you. And that David HaMelech is going to talk about he's going to talk about all the bad people and Hashem's opinion of them. Now the problem is like this. None of us think that we're bad. Everyone rationalizes our behavior. None of us would consider ourselves evil. I don't think. I don't know. We all are, we all think that we're good. And thanks, Shani. And, now there's a whole, I'm sure you saw this last week. It's very sad that there's a lot of, this always happens whenever Mashiach is about to come. I've been noticing this already for 25 years. Whenever Mashiach is about to come, there's some kind of a political upheaval or some kind of an upheaval within the Jewish world, and people start fighting. And once people start fighting, that's bad news for the Jews. And so now there's a lot of internal fighting. There's one guy, I don't know who he is and what he is and what his motivation is. It's okay, Geraldine, have a great Shabbos. But he decided his life's work is going to be to say Lashon Hara about my particular rabbi. That's what this one guy, and he only has a thing called TikTok. He's on a thing called TikTok. And he has a channel on TikTok. And every day he brings Lashon Hara. Lies, things that I can say they're so silly because I see what he says. And I know that they're lies. But this guy has dedicated his life currently to schmearing, to trying to say Lashon Hara about my rabbi. There's another guy on TikTok who is dedicating his life to schmearing the Zohar. Every lecture he talks about is the Zohar isn't from Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. And this guy, the second guy, the Zohar guy, the anti-Zohar guy, he calls himself a rabbi and he gives shiurim. But everything is all dedicated to trying to make anyone who learns anything in the mystical world, in the Jewish mystical world, tell them that they're all crazy, and that's his whole life. His brother, actually, this guy's brother got on, and he said, listen, his brother is not like that. His brother's a Rav, and he gives shiurim that are kosher. And his brother said, listen, we're brothers, like I disagree with him, but I see him once a month at my mother's house. So whenever there's a very, very strong, this is what I'm noticing, whenever there's a very strong possibility of redemption coming, the other side makes some machlokas, he makes some kind of Lashon Hara, makes some kind of motzi shemra, some kind of gossip, some kind of rumors, some kind of to knock off the possibility of our having a redemption. I hope this time it's not going to happen, but so here Hashem David HaMelech says, and remember that our Adam Harishon was supposed to say this. This is heavenly. This is like from the first person who ever lived and who knows God. He says, Ki lo el chafetz resha ata. You don't like wickedness. Lo yigur chara. Not only that, but wickedness is like the opposite of you. It can't dwell with you. It can't be with you. It can't, it's like a magnet. The opposite poles of a magnet, or the same poles, I forgot already. I didn't play with a magnet in a long time. It pushes itself away. Evil pushes itself away. It can't attach on to Hashem. Now, these two people that I just told you about, the guy who decides that he's spending his whole life saying Lashon Hara about great rabbis, and the guy who's spending his whole life saying Lashon Hara about the Zohar, they think they're good